there was a pretty funny incident where a bike was stolen.
My name is Joel, and this is 6 to 12 story time. In today's episode, I'm going to tell you guys about 3 big mistakes I made when moving to Vietnam. I share how I overcame those challenges and tell you guys about the time I may or may not have stolen a motorbike. Intro. What you're about to watch is some really raw footage from my 4th day in Vietnam, and I recorded it with no microphone, so I'm sorry about the audio.
Day 4, it hasn't been perfect. I hit a nerve and vein last night. It's been crazy. So, real quick, before I get into all that, look at this beautiful location. There's cows down here in the meadows, eating some grass. I'm on a bridge. Colorful flags. Beautiful place to tell a story. I'm gonna start off by telling you guys how I actually missed my flight from Bangkok to Vietnam. Firstly, I got to the airport and I asked where I need to go, and they said you need to go to counter N, I believe. And then I pushed the limits. I went out, to the city. If you watched my story, you saw me in Bangkok checking it out. And I got back to the airport after forgetting to print my visas like I was supposed to do. I went to the police station to print my visa. That's where you do it at the airport. And they couldn't figure out the printer. It took longer than expected. So I get to the checkout counter 1 minute before they're supposed to have the cutoff for no more check-ins. And they say, sorry, sir, you're actually supposed to be at E, way over there. So I run. By the time I get there, there's nobody at the counter. I missed my flight, so I had to pay like a $45 or $50 fee to book a flight for the next day. So that was my first mistake.
Question of the day. Do you like this flower? I'm just kidding. Have you ever missed your flight? If so, tell me about it in the comments.
This is an amusement park. Look at this. It's completely empty, deserted. There's nobody here. I'm just driving through the garden right now. No cares in the world. What the? Look at all these statues. Do a little 360, guys. Check it out. 360. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Look at this guy. Cool location for round 2, my second mistake. Then I get to the airport, and apparently I didn't do my drone research correctly. The lady sees my box, my drone box, and goes, what is that? Drone. You're going to Vietnam. Illegal. They won't let you in the country with a drone, apparently. So I do some online research, and there's some vloggers or some people saying, yeah, they stopped me at the airport. They tried taking it away, yada, yada, yada. So I didn't want to risk losing a second flight. So I'm in Bangkok. What am I going to do with my $1,500 drone, right? So I thought outside the box, and I called the hotel that I stayed at the night before, and I said, please, can you send the driver to come pick up my drone, take it for me, and store it for, a month. And they did it. So for about $30, he came, picked it up, and they're storing it. Issue number 2, I guess, diverted. Issue 3 coming up next. Did you know that beer comes warm, so you pour it on ice in Asia? It's better than you think. So once I'm actually on my way to Vietnam, I go to check my Airbnb, and the guy had messaged me saying that they had canceled my Airbnb and I didn't have a place to stay. So now I had to leave my drone behind. I missed my first flight, and I don't even have anywhere to end up. Cool thing is, it ended up really good. I went on to all the different Facebook groups, and I already met a really cool community. I ended up finding a room for $140 for the month. It's on a private floor, private balcony, private bathroom. Really cool, like roommates, all Westerners. I got that for the first month just to kind of be able to explore, get to my bearings of the country before I choose where I want to actually stay and live a little bit more permanently. I was able to find a motorcycle. I bought it from this really cool girl. I'm not gonna give specifics out there, but there was a pretty funny incident where a bike was stolen, and I didn't realize that the rental bike that I borrowed ended up getting switched out with a second bike, and when I went to return it, the owner was like, that's not my bike. So I was on a mission trying to find a bike, my bike, and return the bike that was accidentally stolen by this girl who I let borrow my bike.
As you can see, traveling isn't always perfect, but to me it's always an exciting adventure, and I really hope that through these videos and stories, you're being inspired to travel more, work anywhere, and enjoy life like a 6-to-12er. In next week's episode, I go over the top 10 things that surprised me when I first arrived in Vietnam. Guys, thank you so much for watching until the end. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and leave me a comment, #inspired, so I can properly welcome you to the channel. If you guys have any questions or comments, drop them in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.